What's up, everyone? Right now, it's about 4:19 now in the morning, and I couldn't sleep, so I decided to hop on someone's live, right, to engage in intellectual discussion with other individuals, or maybe some like-minded individuals about religion, regarding proving God's existence and stuff along those lines, right? And I just want to talk about how some of these lives that are about proving God exists or proving that God doesn't exist are hypersensitive. And when you're talking about things that are not even supposed to trigger people, they will just kick you and block you for no reason. The live that I'm talking about specifically is this guy right here, Mr. Vigilante. Joined his live this morning and was having a very cordial discussion. Not even anything that's supposed to be heated. I just came on to discuss and even compliment one of the people who was talking about some of the verses in the Quran that are disrespectful to women, right? And as we're engaging in just civil conversation, not even anything too heated, right? Just casual, calm conversation, we start having a discussion about what it means to be agnostic atheist. And I was going to explain what I mean by that in regards to how atheism or the term atheist is used in colloquial terms. And I find it hilarious how this account right here, this is a mod on that other guy's live. She just wants to power trip, right? And kick me off the live because I was just talking about how when it comes to the term atheist, it really depends what room you're in. When atheist is being used in colloquial terms, right? Atheist means lack of belief. I just don't believe in any of the religious claims that are being made. When you're speaking to scholars or when you're talking to philosophers, right? Atheist means that you're making a negative claim that God doesn't exist. I was just trying to explain this and explain that it depends what room you're in, how the word is used, and this creator wants to act all big and bad on the internet and kick people off the live and oh, Mrs. Powerful, she gets her validation or her fulfillment from bullying people on the live, kicking them off, and having mod powers. We weren't even having a heated discussion. It wasn't even anything to get angry about, and then I didn't even get to explain agnostic atheism and further the intellectual discussion before I was kicked. And I commented below, wow, that's crazy. People are acting sensitive, and this is just one more live for me to avoid. And then this creator decides to block me from his lives. So there's that. I have other accounts. I could just hop on his account with any of my other accounts. I can join his lives with any of my other accounts, but I'm not even going to go through that energy. All I'm going to say is when discussing religion, when discussing things like religion, philosophy, or stuff in those realms, you can't be sensitive and you can't just kick people off your live for not even big reasons. We're just discussing definitions, right? These conversations are going to get heated. These conversations are controversial. And before I even joined the live, these guys were, picking at the Quran and saying a bunch of stuff about how the Quran is wrong and being super aggressive to somebody who believed in the Quran, right? But then the minute you jump on the live and you're just having a discussion about the definitions of atheism, right? And I didn't curse, I didn't insult any of them, I didn't come aggressively, right? Just conversation. These guys are easy to get offended and get sensitive and kick people. I just find that to be ironic and hilarious, but thank you for the 30 seconds that I was on your live. And maybe in the future I'll start doing reviews of different lives that I hop on. There are so many lives that I hop on that are good and so many lives that I hop on that are bad, and I have my list of critiques and my list of things that I find to be positive about these different lives. So if you're looking for a live where mods are going to power trip and overuse their power and be sensitive when you don't even make any offensive claims or say anything wrong, right? lives where people will literally like bash other religions and say negative things about other religions, but the minute that you challenge them slightly and say things that are not even that bad in regards to them, this guy's lives and his moderators would be perfect for you if that's what you're seeking.